What's going on? Here we are at Verde Gardens at the forest garden. I'm right on the edge with the banana guild behind me. We did some work in here almost a month ago now. We took some video, so I'm going to get a little recap of what's been happening since. Let me just spin this around. Here we are. Check out the growth on the bananas. Reaching up high past the pigeon peas. They got some tattered leaves. All because of the fact that we had a tropical storm just a couple weeks ago. Luckily it didn't turn into a hurricane. So we just started planting this edge out, going and extending it further that way to a Rollinia guild. I'll get some shots of that as we continue planting. Here is right where we ended last time, right in this corner, where the malangas are. Right below the pigeon peas, creeping up out of these sweet potatoes. Look how much they've grown. They're all looking so great. Gotta trim back some of these sweet potatoes as they're in the path. Let's take a look. Get a wide view of everything. Still like before, the bananas, the pigeon pea. I just transplanted a shampoo ginger into here. You see how that will like the space. Just the other day. Here we are, the malangas coming down this edge and getting really close to the Canis adulis, known as Queensland arrowroot or acre. See it right? Let me get low. See the beautiful red stems? That's it right there. That's a great starchy tuber crop for thickening soups. I've also heard you could do chips. The last video I posted up, someone commented. With that, we got turmeric growing right next to it. It's looking really good together. In front of it, the malanga. Below it, the sweet potato. Creeping above that is the pigeon pea. Here's a banana. And on the edge, extending out further, is another papaya plant, or a new papaya plant coming up. You can see that guy right there. So this is that section that we planted, that little tea, turmeric, and Queensland arrowroot spiral with an Okinawa spinach and a sweet potato ground cover, pigeon peas as a food crop and nitrogen fixer, and we also have some yucca and malanga popping up. Let's check how well this is starting to establish. See the sweet potato, the boniato, already started to take over as a ground cover. Look how beautiful that clump of turmeric is. The path is the pigeon pea with the malanga right in the bottom left. Sweet potatoes creeping into this path. Not so bad, it's propagation material. The pigeon peas, we got some couple tea plants here. Great mulch plants. Also good for wrapping food, cooking. Like instead of using corn husks, you can use these. Hawaiians believe it to be very spiritual. They plant it outside their doors to keep the spirits away, keep bad spirits away. Take a step back, we got an irrigation hose, a temporary irrigation sprinkler here. I'm hoping for 3 years, because this is a 3-acre forest garden, so it's going to really help us with establishment. Now this is where the Okinawa, Canis, and turmeric start to take over. We're using the Okinawa as a ground cover. It's grown a lot. Still not dense like the sweet potato is, but that'll take a little bit of time. You can see it's grown a lot since then. Get close to one. You see how beautiful that is? Great leaf crop. Let me grab some. I got a little hungry. Yum. Okay, here is the banana edge. Look how high those bananas are getting, they're huge. We have our first raceme on the forest garden so far, actually in the whole farm. It's not in this area, it's in another area, so I'm pretty excited. Check the pigeon pea out, beautiful. I'm going to try trellising some Seminole pumpkin up that, see if it will hold up well. Check this hermaphrodite papaya. Finally hanging on to the papayas. A lot of them were dropping off before because the stems were so long. See that? Beautiful. Some of those tattered up banana leaves. Look how beautiful those fresh new banana leaves are. So we did a new planting in this area too. We started out a pineapple guild. I'm going to take a few steps back. Forgive me for the shaky camera. So right now, let me spin around and show you where we are. Right behind me is that turmeric tea and Queensland arrowroot spiral guild. And as I come this way, we have a section we cleared out. There is a wax jambu here. We're planning on removing. That was planted by someone, but there's a better place for it. And this whole space is going to be a guild of pineapples. We already started to get it planted. Let me walk you over. So we lined the paths with lemongrass. Lemongrass will create a good mulch for us, as the bananas like to be fed and live in a thick mulch. So this will keep a constant mulch that we can chop back as it grows into the path. Here is the pineapples. We need a little bit of food. We sheet mulched at the bottom and planted 15 pineapples in a big mulch pit so far. Fed it a little bit of chicken manure. Behind it, I don't know if you can see it, that pink tag. There's one there. We have one more right there. And a third one right there. Those are all moringa plants, grown to be nitrogen fixers. Also to produce mulch for these plants. Right beside it, we got papaya to produce more fruits. We have tea plant for another mulch crop and for beautifying. And in this corner, we have Tithonia diversifolia, Mexican sunflower. Great nutrient accumulating crops for the subtropics and the tropics. It really is fantastic. Produces a lot of mulch and mines and breaks up phosphorus from the rocks in the soil, so it's really important out here. So this will have a path down the middle separating two different pineapple spots, and there'll be moringas popping out with some papayas surrounding all around it, and everything else I already told you about. Okay. Now, this is another guild we're starting to put out on the edge of this banana guild and extending it and stopping it. It's got some cassava in here, some moringa, some of the tea and the Canis edulis. We've been using a lot of that around here because we have so much of it. It's got papayas. Here's a beautiful moringa tree right there. We're about to gild out the bottom of that. If I haven't said chaya, we have chaya, which is another nutrient accumulating species, as well as moringa, as well as the Tithonia diversifolia. I'm getting a little geeky over here, but it's my passion. The corner, another tea plant. So, I mean, come on now, it just looks so pretty. How can you not put that there? We'll take a step back. And in a month, I'll show you the progress we made in this whole space. So you can see where we scythed the surrounding vegetation and put it down to mulch the floor. There's the banana guild in the back. We got the pineapple guild on the side, and we got regular vegetation growing all around that area. And fruit trees mixed way throughout there, throughout the whole 3 acres. Getting established before we actually get to them and gild them out, because it takes a lot of work piece by piece. So I hope you enjoyed this area as much as I do, and I'll continue taking some shots for you. Send me some comments, some tips, and some ideas. And thanks for checking out South Florida.